Hey folks, it's Mark, and if you're new to the channel, I work with online business founders 35 plus who want to scale their business without the crazy burn. At the moment, everyone's panicking about Meta's updates. Facebook groups are full of business owners saying that ads have stopped working, and agencies want to charge more because apparently it's harder. Honestly, they've got it completely backwards. Here's what nobody is telling you. Meta advertising has never been easier for genuine businesses with real products. But there's one critical shift that you need to make, and if you don't understand it, you'll keep struggling while your competitors thrive. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why the current system actually favors authentic brands and what's really changed behind the scenes. There's one skill now that determines whether you win or lose with Meta ads. I've been running and managing online businesses for over a decade. I've never seen Meta's system work better for genuine brands than it does right now. But here's what's happening. Everyone is focused in on the wrong thing. They're obsessing over targeting options, campaign structures, and technical setups when the real game has completely shifted. Think about Netflix for a second. When you log in, you don't see the same comedy recommendations as your neighbor, even though you both like the same things. Netflix has gotten sophisticated enough to know that when you prefer British humor, someone else might prefer slapstick. And it's not grouping anymore, it's individualizing on a much sharper scale. And that's what Meta's done with Andromeda. Previously, Meta would think, these 50,000 people are interested in fitness, let's show them the same gym ad. Now it thinks, this specific person is interested in strength training for busy professionals, while this person wants beginner-friendly home workouts. It's way more nuanced than what it used to be. The system's gone from matching ads to groups to matching ads to individuals, and that changes everything. Now this makes it easier, not harder. And here's where most people get confused. They think more sophisticated means more complicated for them. And it's actually the opposite. Remember the old days, manually researching audiences, hours spent digging through Facebook's interest targeting, creating custom audiences, building complex funnels to nurture people through different stages? All that technical busy work is now being done by Meta. Their system figures out who sees what and when they see it, in what sequence. You don't need to be targeting expert any longer, but, and this is crucial, it only works if you give the system enough variety to choose from. Think of it like this. Imagine your Netflix, but you only have 5 comedy specials. Even with the world's most sophisticated recommendation engine, you can't give everybody personalized recommendations because you don't have enough content to show them. And that's what's happening to most advertisers. They're running the same 3 ad creatives that they've used for weeks or months, wondering why their winning sophisticated system isn't working. And it's like giving a master chef a limited number of ingredients, salt and pepper, and expecting a 5-course meal. There is one thing now that determines success. And here's what I've discovered after helping hundreds of established brands navigate this shift. The most important person in your company isn't the person managing the ads any longer. It's the person creating them. This has become a creative game. I had a client, a successful e-commerce brand, been advertising for years. Their account manager was great, absolutely brilliant. Campaign structure, perfect. Audiences dialed in, but they're stuck at the same revenue level. And we had to shift focus to break out of this. Instead of optimizing campaigns, we started creating more creative variations, different angles, different pain points, different avatars. And with 6 weeks, their return on ad spend increased by 40%. Now, what changed? Well, part of it was seasonal behavior. Great, that was on our side. But the key thing is we gave Meta's system ammunition. So instead of the 3 ads hitting the same angle, we created 15 ads hitting 5 different angles. And the system could finally do what it was designed to do. It would match the right message to the right person at the right time. And here's the key. They weren't just random variations. We looked at the funnel overall and created ads for different stages of awareness. And this is where mixing video and statics comes in. Some of the ads were for people who didn't know they had a problem, others for people ready to buy, some focused on saving time, money, others on looking good. There was a real range in there, and the system now sequences these automatically. Meta will sequence the ads automatically, and it might show someone the problem-focused ad first, then the solution-focused ad, then the buying ad, or it might skip for someone else straight to the buying ad if it feels they're ready. That's not for you to figure out anymore. It's what Meta does. And look, genuine brands have got the advantage. Something fascinating has emerged from this shift. Authentic businesses with real value propositions are crushing it, while the get-rich-quick marketers that are used to baiting the system, they're struggling. Why? Because when you've got a genuine product that solves real problems, you can naturally create a creative chain of variety. You can speak to different pain points because your product addresses them. You can create different ads for different customer types because you actually serve a range of them. The fly-by-the-night operators, they maybe had one angle, one hook, one way of selling. And when that stopped working as broadly as before, they had nothing else. Established businesses like yours that are founder-led, you've got a range of media, customer testimonials highlighting different benefits, case studies from different industries perhaps, seasonal use cases, competitor advantages, multiple avatars. That's pure gold in the current system. We're in a stage of the creative first approach. So here is your new operating system. Become obsessed with creative variety, not campaign complexity. Instead of spending hours tweaking audiences and budget, spend that time creating ads that speak to different people differently. And here's how we approach it. 1, map out your customer types, not demographics, but actual use cases so you can link problem to solution. The busy executive versus the stay-at-home parent versus the retiree, they're all different. They all might want your product, but for completely different reasons. Second, identify the multiple value propositions that you've got. Your product might save time, might save money, might reduce stress. 3 different ad angles there. And then third, consider different awareness stages. Some people know exactly what they need. Others don't know the problem exists yet. So create ads for each combination and let the system figure out who sees what and who sees it when. And the beautiful part is you don't need to be a media buying expert anymore. You need to be a communication expert. You need to be great at creating ads and experimenting. You need, above and beyond all, to understand your customers deeply enough to speak to them in ways that resonates. This feels like a big monumental shift if you've been focused on the technical optimization side for years. But what I've learned is that the businesses winning right now aren't the ones with the most complex setups. They're the ones with the most compelling, varied creative. Meta has made the technical side easier. They've automated the hard parts, but they can't automate understanding your customers and communicating value. That's on you. That's your number one skill that you need to nail. And honestly, if you're a genuine business owner who knows your customers, that should excite the hell out of you because the playing field got easier, more level, and more authentic. And value became the biggest competitive advantage that you can have. If you want help implementing this creative first approach in your business, I've put together a framework that breaks down the processes I've talked about here, whether you want to grab that or work with us or not, but don't try and outsmart the system. Start giving it what it actually wants. Genuine variety that serves genuine people. And remember, overall, the game has not got harder. It's got, if anything, more honest.